everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be discussing a brand new movie that is now streaming on Amazon Prime. It's called The Pickup, and it stars Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson and Keke Palmer. Now in this film, Murphy and Davidson play a couple of armoured truck drivers, and they've gone about doing their various pickups, and then suddenly they're under threat. Now these ruthless criminals decide to ambush their armoured truck. It seems that they want what's inside. But maybe it's not quite like that. Maybe there's an ulterior motive. But whatever the case, this is an action comedy that I didn't love, I didn't dislike. It's kind of middle of the road. And when I say that, it's a film that probably if you paid good money to see it on the big screen, you would go, that was just okay. But at home, on a streaming service, this is quite entertaining. Now, this is a movie that you'd call a mismatched buddy film, and Pete Davidson and Eddie Murphy meet each other for the first time at their workplace, and they're thrown together by their superior, who's played by Andrew Dice Clay. Yes, the comedian you probably remember from Ford Fairlane is in this movie, and the Dice Man has been friends with Eddie Murphy for years, and it's the first time they've appeared in a movie together. So Dice doesn't have a lot to do, but he is playing Murphy and Davidson's boss, and he pops up from time to time on the phone. Murphy and Dice share an early scene together, and then after that, Dice's input is from afar. Regardless, I think this movie kind of starts on shaky ground. It begins with Pete Davidson meeting this woman, and he has a one-night fling with her, and then he arrives at the station to drive the armoured truck, and he meets Murphy for the first time, and they get together. But that early bit, I'm not so sure it was the right way to begin the film with Davidson. I think maybe they should have flipped it and began the film with Murphy. It's kind of 5 to 7 minutes there where you're going, what's happening here? And then all of a sudden Murphy is introduced, and it just so happens that he's married to Eva Longoria, and this is the day that they're celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. So it's funny that on the day of days, and Murphy is caught up in an ambush with the armoured truck. So we see Davidson and Murphy on the job. They generate a little bit of chemistry. It's a bit of an odd pairing. Some of the jokes work, some don't. It's rather hit and miss. But you go along for the ride because you're waiting to see what happens. So, yes, it has a lot going on. This is a bit of a heist film, a caper action comedy, if you will. And it's directed by Tim Story. He's the guy that brought us the two Fantastic Four films during the 2000s. Those are the films with Jessica Alba. And he's back here in a fairly substantial production. So this is a movie that sets out to entertain with some action, some comedy, some stunts. And you have that byplay between Murphy and Davidson. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. It's a bit hit and miss, but overall it's quite entertaining. There's a little twist in it later on with Keke Palmer. And really, Eva Longoria, who is just in the background playing Murphy's wife, as the film progresses, she comes to the fore, and she is in the finale of the film. So do I recommend that you stream this one or skip it? I would say stream it. It is a ball of energy. It's trying to do something a little bit different. It is not your conventional heist film. And these guys are an odd pairing, but somehow by the end of the film you go, okay, it wasn't too bad. So don't expect too much, and you might be pleasantly surprised. That's my sum up for The Pickup. It's now streaming on Amazon Prime. So take what you want from it. It's just a bit of a fun ride. Leave your brain at the door and soak up the action, the stunts, and the comedy. And Kiki Palmer, well, if you throw her into the mix, there really is a trio of comedians here trying their bit, trying to make it work. Some of it does, some of it really zings, other parts kind of plateau. But, you know, when the action kicks in at times, it does get a little bit exhilarating. So The Pickup, stream it now and tell me what you think. I'll see you next time.